Intermediate or long-term technique, anatomy of an emotion. When we experience anger, it often comes on quickly and takes charge. Sometimes, even before we have had a chance to understand why. We might react by snapping at someone, shutting down, or feeling upset for hours afterwards. This is because anger, like other emotions, is not just one feeling, but it is made up of many parts. In this technique called anatomy of an emotion, we will try to break down and understand what is going on inside us step by step. This helps us to not react immediately, but instead pause and take a moment to look at the full picture. Let us try to look at how to use this technique. If you are not currently experiencing anger, try to think of a recent instance where you experienced anger and try to follow the steps. The first step is to notice the trigger. Ask yourself, what happened just before I felt angry? Was it something someone said? An unpleasant situation? Or maybe a memory? Identifying these triggers helps us understand where the emotion started. The next step is to understand your feelings. Even though the emotion you are feeling is anger, sometimes it can be a cover for other feelings like hurt, sadness, fear, or frustration. Try to ask yourself gently, what else am I feeling under the anger? This can help build emotional awareness and compassion. The third step is to notice your body's sensations. What happened in your body when the anger came up? Maybe your heartbeat raised, your muscle tensed, or your jaw clenched. These physical signs help you recognize the emotion earlier next time. The fourth step is to recognize your urges. Urges are the impulses or desires to act on a potential behavior. You can ask yourself, what did I feel like doing in that moment? Did you want to walk away, raise your voice, or even cry? Noticing these urges gives you the power to choose a better response instead of acting on impulse. Once you have realized these urges, try to identify the most helpful urge. A helpful urge can be an action that reduces the intensity of anger without harming yourself or others and moves you towards a healthier way of expressing or letting go of the anger. Lastly, try to identify your thoughts. You can ask yourself, what was going through my mind? Was it something like, I don't feel respected, or they always ignore me? These thoughts can fuel the anger. On the other hand, helpful thoughts during anger can help you stay calm, gain perspective, and respond wisely instead of reacting impulsively. For example, is this really worth getting so upset over? They may not have meant to hurt me. Try to identify the most helpful thought which can help you when you are angry. By breaking the emotion down into parts, it becomes less overwhelming and easier to understand. With regular use, this technique makes anger feel less confusing or overpowering. Instead of saying, I just exploded, you begin to say, I know what set me off, and I know how to handle it better next time.